W. Nick Shirley, independent journalist. Please go check out Nick Shirley. Nick Shirley is the GOAT. Greatest of all time. Please go check him out.
Of hospice money.
Oh my God.
Could you just answer the question, what's the need for 1,000% increase in hospice care here inside of LA? Do you have the paperwork to enroll a little boy by the name of Joey?
You don't know what's going on.
Well,
Man, oh man. It's the usual suspect. By the way, boys. By the way. It has already been passed. These people, for the most part, these Somalians that are doing this, they have no safety anymore. They cooked. They cooked, boys.
there's 14 children enrolled here on the state of California. That there is $6,000 per
Damn,
beneficiary.
that was loud.
Can you give us any explanation? Where can we open a hospice at? Get a Maybach just like you.
California may have the largest amount of fraud in the country, as California is the state with the highest taxes and collects more money than any other state in America. It is filled with fraud. California's version of Medicaid, called Medi-Cal, has more than doubled since 2022 from $108 billion to a proposed $222 billion in 2026. Their population, however, has not grown exponentially. However, their spending has. There has been 1,000% increase in hospice care in the Los Angeles County. In fact, 1 out of every $10 of home health care in America is spent in
Bro, they got a Ring camera on that motherfucker. You see that?
In fact, 1 out of every...
I got the same Ring camera. That's an old one, bro. That's like Gen 1.
In Los Angeles. On top of that, their government-funded daycare programs are filled with violations while they continue to give money to these fraudsters.
What, a ball mouse? You never seen a ball mouse? Dude, I love ball mouses.
It is estimated
if I had enough money from YouTube, I would love to make my own brand of custom ball mouses. Because you see that a lot with like the normal mouse, but you don't ever see a custom ball mouse. I would love to make my own custom ball mouses. I'd be the first company too.
California could be in the hundreds of billions.
I'm saying that because I'm hoping somebody will give me a link to the actual custom ball mouse company, but I've looked, so I have like scoured the black internet, the black market and everything. I have not found one.
In this video, we'll be going face to face with these fraudsters, confronting them as they defraud the American taxpayer.
Bro, look at that car. That's a BMW. That's at least like what you think, like a $60,000, $70,000 car? Plus the custom paint and wheels, bruh. Look at the brakes. Look at that.
In billions of dollars as they live their lives in luxury.
Oh my God! Look at that.
Driving around luxurious cars that cost more than
Oh my God! That's a $215,000 car, boys. That's a $215,000 car.
$100,000 that you actually paid for. Let's start first by going to these daycares filled with violations that still continue to receive money from the government.
So this is the location of the daycare. It's in the middle of this shopping plaza. A lot of the buildings are closed down or boarded up and have been graffitied. And then you also have...
Yo, I had somebody in my comments yesterday after I did that decoy voice video. There's a lot of places, and I was thinking about this. Think about how many places, even in Houston or, in the city that you're in, where you see all these, like, they look like abandoned buildings. Think about, what if those are fraud centers committing fraud? I feel like if we as Americans just started going to these places and knocking on the doors, see if anybody shows up, see if anybody's there, try to look around and see what it's like labeled as on Google, I bet we could figure out what a lot of these shell companies are.
Just a big dumpster right here with all this garbage, and then the daycare is right there. We're gonna go in right now.
How many plazas do you see around you in your neighborhood that look just like this? How many? I know at least 3.
We actually have a homeless person there too.
Oh,
see that?
There's actually somebody sleeping here right now. Hello?
Bro's playing Rust. Oh my God, dude, what the fuck?
You all right? And so there is a homeless man who's sleeping right next to the daycare. He's sleeping right here, and the daycare is right there. This does not look like a place where you'd want to bring your child, and it does not look suitable. And
the security for the daycare
to be a place where children are enrolled. So they do have some children here. How many do they usually say they have, or what's the story with the children?
I hear kids. Hey, I hear kids. I hear kids. See, that's what it's supposed to sound like.
A few visits from the state have said that they have 39 enrolled.
And right now we're seeing about 5 children.
Yes.
They are enrolling right now. It says Medina Learning Center is now enrolling, so let's see if little Joey can leer a little bit here at Medina. Do you have the paperwork to enroll a little boy by the name of Joey?
You noticed that they weren't even inside of the building and you could hear the kids? You notice that? They're not even in the building and you can hear all the kids. That's how it's supposed to sound. If you're ever near a daycare and you don't hear that, run.
Enroll a little boy by the name of Joey. Yes, we'd like to enroll little Joey into daycare.
Oh man. Oh man. The usual suspect, huh? Damn. Why are we allowing this? You understand that these people buying these nice luxury cars, living in these nice luxury houses, and you got an American that's working themselves to death that can't afford shit? Can't even afford to go to the grocery store?
They have as their backup facility the UMI Learning Center, and the UMI Learning Center was convicted in federal court in 2024 of having 150 ghost kids. So I want to find out what the affiliation is and why this facility is listed as the backup.
Yeah, can I get the paperwork to enroll a child?
Yes, I can.
Great.
What do you think about daycares being used for fraudulent businesses to receive money from the government to say they're enrolling 39 children, 89 children, and for millions of dollars be going towards...
Bro, the UK is cooked. That whole, I feel like everywhere's cooked. I do. I think everywhere's cooked. I think we cooked, bro. I think we gonzo.
Facilities. What do you think about that?
I think we cooked.
Working in a daycare?
No, it does happen. I've seen it elsewhere. I've seen it being listening to the news. So it does happen. Time to time.
I hope this is a legit business. Yo, if you actually a Somalian and you running a legit business, you doing everything you're supposed to be doing, you dotting your I's and crossing your T's, W Somalian. Welcome to America. Thank you for paying into our taxpayer system. W Somalian. But if you over here taking our goddamn money and you ain't doing a goddamn thing, it's time to go. Clock's ticking.
Thank you.
The card that they gave us, this is the licensee, the person who owns it.
And that's
there's actually a card. We have a card.
so far been the only thing they've been able to give us as to how to enroll a child.
I don't know about this place. I can't throw much shade on this place.
This parking lot appears to be the playground. Here's a bunch of garbage, and then
Okay, nope. Here comes the shade. What the fuck is this? Why is there just a big ass fucking box that's made out of concrete with rebar on it? How are you even supposed to get into this? Oh, I see the gate.
Some strange things.
Is that a pallet? Oh, this is the one that we saw yesterday. Wait, this is that one playground we saw yesterday with the pallet in the background. Why is there a kiddie pool? Oh, that's a sandbox, isn't it? It's not a kiddie pool. That's a sandbox. Wow. That sure is something though, ain't it, boys?
Playground. Some strange things are happening outside this daycare. Whether or not it's fraudulent, there is a lot.
You know, at least they got a playground. I mean, think about how many of these daycares were in Minneapolis that didn't even have a damn daycare. I mean, a playpen area. You know what I'm saying? Like, low key, if this is not a legit business, they're doing a damn good job of trying to hide it.
Of suspicious activity taking place. This right here is Hayden.
Damn, that's a nice house. Look at that house, boys.
Sarah Family Childcare. This is a daycare right here. Apparently they have
Oh shit! We got a $10 dono. Oh whoa. Hold on, we gotta bring that up, boy. Show that shit some love. $10 dono. Dude, Nick Shirley's a G, man. What about immigrants who can't work, like children or people with strong bodily injuries? Then send them back. Duh. If you come to America and you just take it from our system, then get sent back. That's how that works. If you come to America, it's because you should be having a job that pays into our taxpayer system. Just like any American, if you're not born here, then why the hell should you move to America and automatically just get the benefits of being here in America? That's not how that works. That is nowhere near how that should work. That's just stupid. Why don't you just stay in your own country if that's the case? Hell, you had enough money to move here. Why wouldn't you just stay in your own country? Why so much hate? Man, you must be a new viewer.
Children enrolled. Tell us a little bit more about this daycare.
Because we got all these people coming into our country, not assimilating with our culture and burning down, and well, not burning down, but taking all our damn money. That's why. I want to make sure that my kids are able to pull from Social Security whenever I retire, and whenever I get old, I want to be able to pull from Social Security. That's why. I want to be able to make sure that my kids can get welfare. I want to make sure that my kids can support themselves and can do the things they need to do. How am I supposed to be able to guarantee that if we got a bunch of illegals taking all the houses, using fraud to take all the money out of the taxpayer system and then sending that shit overseas? How are we supposed to guarantee that? We can't.
Right here. We're in the middle of the hills here in San Diego.
So, according to state
Can't do
records,
that.
when inspectors arrived here, there were 14 kids enrolled, but 0 present. And then this place was also cited for having missing children's records and also not having a facility roster.
It's kind of weird that there's this daycare in the middle.
Damn, there's another 5W. Also, you believe I should be prioritize extreme criminal illegals first over peaceful ones. I believe we should move them all. I feel like I don't want ICE to do it. I want to mobilize the National Guard and the United States military, and I want to roll tanks up the block. And I want them to clear out every single house and get every criminal, every illegal, and I want the illegals gone, and I want the criminals put into some work camps. That's what I want. That's what I want. I guarantee you, if we did that, we'd be done in like 6 months to a year. We'd be done. We'd be done with it all. 100%. I'm tired of being a hard-working American that was making $67,000 a year saving people's lives as a firefighter and not being able to afford a fucking house. Nah. That's what I want.
A neighborhood.
Then you got some of these elected officials trying to block people's ability. You got these elected officials trying to allow people that are illegals to vote for them so they can stay on welfare and continue to drain the system so they can collect them votes. Nah, man, I don't want that. I don't want that at all. I want that gone. I want to dismantle that.
Okay?
No, you weren't.
I can sue you.
Your policies can't be ran from the average American because you working them to death. So you go import a race of people and then hold welfare over their head so that way you can secure some votes. Nah, we got to dismantle that. We got to break that down to its fundamental core. No, sir.
I wasn't dressed. I'm a Muslim.
Either way, can we enroll a child into the daycare?
You don't know what is going on.
This lady got her own house. She's in a house saying that this shit's a daycare. Look at this house. This is a nice house.
Children enrolled here on the state of California.
This is why. Think about how I had to literally run into burning buildings. And this lady just moved from a foreign country. She got a whole house, nice big ass car sitting outside in her fucking her driveway. And I was running into burning buildings, putting out fire, and I couldn't afford a fucking house. This lady don't even do anything. All she did was file her house under a daycare. That's disgusting.
It says there's 14 children enrolled here.
You don't care.
I do care. Then where are the children?
You don't care.
Where are the children at?
She living off of our taxpayer dollars, boys.
You come here.
Where are the children at? Where are the children at, ma'am? All right, so what she's doing is she's making a video right now. She's gonna send it out all to all the other daycares. But at the end of the day, enrolled for 4.
I'm just gonna ban you. Can be run in your house. Probably was fraud for being lazy. Go. I actually, hold on, wait. Let me see something. Oh, okay, yeah, no, you're cooked. You're cooked. In the basement, working in a sweatshop. Oh my god, dude, that's funny. Thanks for the 5. Fair take. They had the chance of self-deport. If they self-deport right now, they can collect the $1,000 paycheck. That's the thing. They have the chance to deport. You know what should happen now? Not only should we mobilize the military and the National Guard to deport these people, if you turn in illegals and it leads to their deportation, you should get $1,000 per illegal. That's what needs to happen. If they don't want the money, I'll take that money. Shit, I'll take that money.
$14 children, no children here, and this is from the state of California. We're not targeting Somalian population, we're just going after daycares, and it just so happens to be that all the daycares.
How's it going, infidel? What's up, man?
Where are the children at, ma'am? 14 children. Would you like to make a statement as to where the children are?
You don't care where is my children are?
Ma'am, we would not be here if we weren't asking you.
You don't care.
What do you mean we don't care? This is why we're here.
And don't record me. You don't care.
This is why we're here, to ask about these daycares.
Ask me who you are.
Bro, that's how you know this is just fake shit. She doesn't have a time. Like, she doesn't have any cards out front of her door showing, like, a time. There's no sign anywhere. She doesn't have business cards, no pamphlets, nothing. But you could register this as a daycare? How's this even a thing? Oh, I know how it's a thing. It's a thing by nature. That's why. They want it this way. They want to do this.
Shirley, I know, but you a trouble man.
How are we making trouble? You're causing trouble.
Let me call 911.
We just want to know where the children are.
Keep this in mind. You got a random dude. Well, I mean, she knows who he is. You got Nick Shirley walking up trying to quote unquote put his child. Oh damn, we got another $5. W, another $5. Let's go $5. Damn, bro, y'all blowing it the fuck up over there. You'd make the deal, damn. You damn straight.
For what? For what?
You come to my house.
We haven't done anything.
I don't know.
The problem with these daycares is that they receive money through a program called CalWorks, but as you see, there are no children actually there. These fraudsters are simply enrolling children on paper to receive government subsidies. Even after the state visits these daycares and confirms there are no children actually there, the government and the state continue.
See, that's the problem. If you fail one of these or you have violations, they should immediately cut the funding, but they don't. But it's like that by default because the people that are trying to get these daycares, I mean, look at them. Most of these people, whenever they went to Minneapolis, whenever ICE went to Minneapolis and started clearing these people out, man, a lot of these people not only got charged and convicted with the fraud, they immediately got deported because most of them are illegal.
Give these daycares money.
They get handed an ID just for being there. I mean, let's be honest here.
Once again, we have another daycare, but this daycare is right here inside of...
Bro, look at that fucking house. That's a nice fucking house. That's a nice house. That's all taxpayer money, too.
This home, and let's see if there's any children here. They do say they have 7 enrolled. The state has said that there is 0 when they arrive. Is this Habubu Family Child Care? Yeah, we were wondering if we could enroll a child into the daycare here.
We know you. You need to get up from here because...
Dude, they know who he is. You see, that's what I was saying is like Nick Shirley needs to hire like a team, and he needs to like send the team or like the individual journalists that he hires. He needs to send them to like different states with people that try to get in contact with them for this like whoever this lady is. He needs to send that independent journalist with them, and they can do their own reporting and then get back to Nick Shirley. That's what needs to happen. Bro could be running an entire like fraud investigation team at this point, boy.
You
He needs to
Can I
expand.
speak with somebody on the sidewalk?
It's a
We'd
daycare.
just like to speak with somebody. Yes, sir.
Hide the sign, please.
Yes, we're right here. Can we talk to you really quick, sir?
So if it's a no trespassing sign and you try to get your kid enrolled in the day, how are you supposed to get them enrolled in the daycare? I mean, you collected money for it. Why can't you walk up to the door, knock on the door? Interesting.
Can I come talk to you, please? All right, so right now the current situation is we have some people yelling through the Ring doorbell cam. A man came out, started yelling, and then we also have this car recording us as well. But we just want to ask for some clarification for the American people.
4 different visits. The state inspectors have shown up. There's kids enrolled anywhere from 7 kids and up. And every single time the state has showed up, 0.
0 children.
You see what needs to happen with these people that are committing this fraud is they need to be debanked. They need to be, all their assets need to be seized, and they should be airdropped into their own country butt-ass naked. That's what needs to happen. That's what needs to happen. If you sitting here and you buying a shirt off your back, oh shit, we got another 5. You buying a shirt that you own with taxpayer dollars, we need to seize all that shit. And we need to spread that to Americans. Last dono, have you seen the new bill in Florida of all people that have crimes against children under 12 will receive? Dude, I love that law. Holy shit, I need to move to Florida, brother. That's what I'm talking about. Yo, Florida. Florida's not fucking... Dude, Florida is the example. We need to be like Florida. We should strive to be like fucking Florida. That's what we need to be. Just like Florida. The Epstein class ain't giving you shit. What's that even mean, man? What the fuck does that even mean?
For some clarification. They won't even answer any of our questions.
So essentially, a house just like this is receiving money from government subsidies without actually running a daycare. Meanwhile, they get money from the government as they run their fake daycares. And now let's go to another one that's even more concerning, as kids are left all alone.
Now we're at the Jama Shukri.
Make America Florida again. Yo, I love it. I love it.
Childcare. This place is not in a shopping plaza. It's not anywhere near any place that looks like a place where a daycare would be. In fact, it's actually in one of these apartments right here. So they're able to have daycares inside apartment buildings?
Yes. So I've come across many of these. Some of these are on the third story of an apartment complex. It's only 1 bedroom, and yet the capacity is for 8 kids.
We just arrived at the daycare. We have 2 kids
Make
out here.
Canada America again, dude.
There's no oversight right here. Can we talk to your teacher? Is your teacher there? So this is the first.
So we got this bitch running her shit out of an apartment building. Look at that.
We've ever encountered at one of these daycares. There's 2 kids out here right now, and we're gonna see if we can talk to the
Licensee. It is, according to this paperwork, Shukri Jama.
Can we talk to the adult?
Oh, there's just 2 kids sitting out here. There's just 2 kids sitting out here.
He's not here.
Not here.
Yeah.
So you guys all by yourself?
Yeah. No, good.
This taxpayer dollars paying for this, boys. This American hard-earned taxpayer dollars just being siphoned out of your check. That's going towards this. There's not even an adult at that building. There's just 2 kids sitting there on their knees waiting for an adult to appear.
No one's here.
No one is not here.
Okay, so you guys are all by yourself?
Okay. I can see by myself.
Yeah, okay, that's concerning. No one's watching those children, and they're all by themselves.
My heart is breaking right now. I can't. Unbelievable.
Yeah, and what makes you so emotional as a mother, seeing that those kids are just out by themselves?
Seeing the kids all by themselves. It's supposed to be a licensed daycare, and there's no adult anywhere. What is going on?
And the crazy thing is, California allocates $6
That's the sad part. You're right. Gavin Newsom is running this whole show over in L.A. and California. So tell me why that he's trying to run for president. He's trying to run 50 states. He can't even run the one.
dollars to childcare and daycare facilities just like these, and there are over 39,000 facilities in the state. The California Department of Social Services.
This is just the daycare fraud in LA. There's a hospice fraud that's about to blow y'all's fucking minds.
Is even found an error rate of over 1.6% in their own audits. And to be very conservative, it is safe to say there's upwards of $100 million in fraud lost each and every single year. And now let's head over to where there's so much fraud you're gonna lose your mind. Let's head over to Van Nuys, where there's home health care and hospice fraud literally everywhere.
With the fraud here, California ranks the highest for Medicare, Medicaid, Medi-Cal, whatever you want to call it. They spend the most amount of money per state, and here in LA, 1 out of every $10 that goes towards home health care in the United States goes to a business here in LA. Right now we're in Van Nuys. This location has tons of hospice centers, home health care centers, and right now we are going to Gardens of Angels Hospice. They billed $4.8 million per beneficiary. They charged $5,807 with 28.6 claims per patient and only 2 codes, which means 2 services were provided. And inside of this same location, there's also Blossom Hospice, and they received $3.4 million with $6,000 per beneficiary at $927 per claim and only 1 code, which means they only provided 1 service. And it looks like there's about 15 more hospice centers inside this one plaza we're going to right now. We have all the information with us. In some of these places, it doesn't even look like they've been registered with the CMS, which is the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid. 7 of the 4 entities have 0 SMS data, possibly shell registrations, shell companies. And it's rumored that these are Armenian Russian gangs, Armenian Russian mafia.
How's it going, Mark?
So we're gonna be going in there, and we're just gonna ask them, what's the need for all this hospice? So is there that many people dying here in LA where they need to be spending?
Hey, keep in mind, the hospice care has went up 1,000%. 1,000%. The retirement spot for old elderly people in America is Florida. Hasn't gone up at all.
Millions and millions of dollars on this hospice care. All right, right now.
Man, I'm in the wrong goddamn line of work. Shit. I need. Who here wants to go to fucking California and start some hospice centers with me?
For Garden of Angels.
Yo, look at that car. Look at the car. Look at the car in the backdrop leaving. Look. Look. It's a fucking Jeep. Bro, I don't know about you, but the only people that I know own a Jeep got good money. Gas expensive.
Of Angels Hospice. All these buildings.
Bro, Toyota, Kia. What else we got?
Are all hospice.
This is all a hospice. Every single one of these buildings is a hospice center. Different hospice center. Every single one.
Centers. Let's see if we can find Garden of Angels. This is the Angels of Haven Hospice Care. We have Angels of Valley Hospice. Hello. How are you? Good. We're looking for
we actually got what looks to be a legit business.
Guardian of Angels Hospice, but this one.
How much y'all want to make a bet this is the central office for the entire the entire
Angels
BS?
of Valley Hospice. We were wondering if we could get some information to check our grandma into hospice.
Your grandma?
Yeah.
Which hospice is she enrolled in?
We would love to maybe see if it's possible to get her in here to Angels of Valley.
You have to get a hospital referral.
Yeah.
Hospital referral. Oh, okay. How many people do you guys have with you guys?
It's irrelevant.
Irrelevant. Oh, okay.
Where are you guys from?
Where am I from? I'm from here. We're just looking for.
Well, how would that be irrelevant? Because if, like, I would ask the same thing. I would see how their capacity is. Like, how many people do you hold? How many people do you have right now? Okay, well, you have this amount of people. What's your max capacity? Like, I want to make sure that if I'm putting a loved one into a hospice, that they're gonna die comfortable and not in an overcrowded double room with 7 other people in it. Like, that's not even like that unheard of. What do you mean that's irrelevant?
Yeah, no, we're doing only
We only do referrals from hospital.
Okay.
We don't just walk in and take patients.
Yeah, because we're seeing like we got Garden of Angels, Blossom Hospice here.
No, they are, but this is Angels of Valley.
Okay, well we'll keep looking for Guardian of Angels then.
Yeah, I don't know, brother.
So they say they only take it from hospitals, which could be a valid response. Let's go see if we can find Guardian of Angels. This place is just filled with hospice centers and home health care centers. You have one right here, 7-star home health care. And then up here, you have Miracle Healing Hospice. So this hospice location, Miracle Healing Hospice.
You have to keep in mind that these are like the size of like a hotel room. Where the hell are they putting these people?
In 2023, they charged
$1 million. $1 million.
$1.3 million, and per beneficiary, it was $32,000 for 38 beneficiaries. Per beneficiary, that comes out to $32,935. Let's see if Grandma could check herself into this one. I'm just trying to be a good grandson.
Bro, it's empty. The fucking room is empty. It's empty. There's nothing in there. What the fuck? Hello?
In the door, no one's coming.
Oh, but surely that's not a scam, right? Surely.
Inside the window. Empty.
It's fucking empty, bro. There's nothing in that room.
In 2023, this place received $1.3 million.
Not a single piece of furniture.
Nothing.
Insane. This is insane.
Okay, well, since we can't go to Miracle, let's see if we can get SX Home Health. It says they're open Monday through Friday from 9:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m.
It's getting really hard to find Grandma the healthcare she needs these days.
It really is, isn't it? We got SX Home Healthcare. They're not open, so it's all right because we can go to Alpha Omega Ventana.
Bro, what a fucking joke. What a fucking joke. We got letters from fucking Walmart on this bitch. How in the fuck?
Zinc.
Not only are these shell companies, these are shell buildings. It's like somebody took a motel building and turned it into 100 fraudulent organizations.
We got a nice Mercedes down there.
Yeah, look at all those cars look almost brand new too. There's a lot of brand new cars down there. Cars and trucks.
Double as like a illegitimate car lot.
Oh, I also someone in the comments yesterday was saying that they seized a bunch of cars that they were going to send overseas. They had seized like 200, 300 cars, brand new cars that they were going to steal from America and ship to their own country. I was like, oh, that's crazy. I saw a little bit of it this morning. I was like, holy shit. That's crazy. They even taken our goddamn cars, bruh.
Are they selling a car right now?
Grandma's not going to Alpha and Omega, so maybe she can go to Serene Touch Home Healthcare.
Oh.
Says they're open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
I love how because of all the people that were like, oh, but you know, it's creepy for an older dude like you to go and try to get these kids and da-da-da-da. And, well, you went during their closed hours. Oh, really? Well, now he's showing up to the times that they're open and no one, look at that. Big surprise, there's still nobody here. Look at that, there's not even kids in this. Oh, man. That's crazy.
Right now, let's see if they're here. Perfect.
It's almost like there might be fraud going on. Huh.
Open. Hello.
And once again, it was completely empty and nobody was there. We went to the next door because it was another hospice.
Here we have another location. We got St. Michelle, HHCI, Home Healthcare Inc. Hello.
I don't think the system's broken. I think the system's working the way it should. That's the problem. The system's not broken at all. It's working the way that the politicians over that state want it to work.
Here.
It's obvious.
Hello, sir.
How can I help you?
Yes. Well, we are
How do you have that many violations yet you're still collecting a paycheck?
originally looking for some hospice for our grandma, and then it turns out that all these locations are hospice and home health care locations, and a lot of these.
Looking for hospice for who?
Grandma.
For Dr. Oz?
Yeah, for Dr. Oz.
Yeah?
Yeah, for our grandma.
Yeah?
It'd be
for grandma?
It'd be pretty good.
Why is this guy bringing up what the hell has Dr. Oz got to do about this?
Oz to take his grandma and go to the other buildings and find the hospice. You know, this is stupid. You can record me.
Why can't I record you?
No, he actually can. That's the best part about living in America, the greatest country in the world, is that you can just be recorded in public. It's just how it is, man. Get used to it. They don't need your consent.
Okay, well, we were looking for Guardian of Angels.
Well, did you see any Guardian of Angels on the doors?
Nope, but they received and billed $4.8 million.
Well, it's their problem.
But we do have yours, actually.
Mine?
Yeah, yours is a KMD, right?
Yes.
So we do have yours, and there are a lot of these.
How many millions did I need?
We don't have your official number because it wasn't posted on the CMS website or on their data set.
And you're from where?
My name's Nick Shirley. They actually made like all this information, the data public for everyone to see what was going on in our country. Because
I'll kind of wonder if Nick Shirley could make public the database that he uses. Does he have that in the video? He should post that link in the video so that way people can go and get it themselves. Support my security. He should post that in the video description where he gets this data from if he's allowed to. I don't know if you need like certain credentials to get it, but if you can actually just post that shit down in the description.
So much corruption's happening.
Then people can take that information and do it in their own states too.
It doesn't look like we could find any of your information from the CMS data set, but we do have you here. So is that concerning that your information wasn't reported to the CMS?
What information?
To the CMS data set as far as the billing and how much money you guys receive from Medicare and
First, you have to research.
Oh, that's what we have right here.
No. It's a piece of paper.
Oh well, we went through all the data sets.
If you want to learn, I'll teach you how to get after the crooked people.
Okay, help us. We'd love for you to help us.
Yeah, I agree. If the government's paying for this, everything needs to be like up there. I mean, for the most part, it is. Maybe this guy recently received a sum of money, so that's why his information's not up there. But anytime you receive government funding that is supposed to fund a business like this, I want to see them stats, man. What you looking like under them stats?
First, you have to research, like you said the name, and you have a number, right?
Yes.
And you come to my office. It's a brand new office, and you don't.
There it is. There it is. He's either just received his money or he hasn't received it yet.
Come to a building like this, like FBI guys. Oh, we're gonna get the crooks.
Okay, well, can you tell us, for instance, Miracle over there?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about the Miracle.
Well, you should because they're.
Why not?
You should because they're.
You should care because if the United States government has to step in and cut off the funding to the state, everybody's about to feel a lot of pain. Everybody's gonna feel pain. You should definitely care.
Can you people like you who have a real business apparently getting a bad rap? You realize that, right? For instance, they received $1.3 million. They're a shell company. There's nothing in there.
It blows my mind that you can run a hospice out of a fucking hotel, but where are you gonna put these people? Why wouldn't you just have the initial sign up at the facility if there's actually a facility? Oh, I know why. Because there's no facility. It's fraud. How else can you explain that every single one of these fucking rooms is a goddamn shell company? It's fraud, man. Hey, come the fuck on. Are we really gonna sit here and like even pretend about this?
I'd be pissed if someone was stealing money, making me look bad if they were in my industry, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not bad. You have anything against my agency? Let's go.
Well, we were asking.
Put my hands and.
We were just asking you questions, sir. Like, how come Miracle Healing Hospice right there, they received $32,000 per beneficiary, yet their building's completely empty?
Call the FBI, Department of Justice.
I'm just doing my job as a citizen to show people what's happening here in our country.
Well, I'm doing
because we're
my
all
job
paying
as
a
a
lot of
citizen.
money in taxes, and it
Me
turns
too.
out a lot of it's just going towards fraud.
Well, I'm very happy you're going to catch the fraud people. Honestly.
Yeah, me
But
too.
it doesn't look like bad. It doesn't make me bad because some people are doing bad stuff.
Yeah, so what's the need for 1,000% increase in hospice here inside of LA, in California?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
Damn, Alex in there cutting throats today, boy.
You're in the industry, so I figured I might as well ask you. Like, you obviously found it was a good
Damn,
business,
get
so
'em.
You just started yours, right?
I started my business
How long?
1997.
Okay, great. So
How old are you?
how come you're seeing such an increase in hospice care here?
Maybe I don't know. Everybody likes the business. What could I say? I do this from 1997.
Good for you.
You did this since 1997, but you just walked over and said that it was a new office. I'm finding some conflicting stories. Dude, people are roaching out in the parking lot. People driving off in the parking lot.
It's the business. What could I say? I do this from.
That's the third car I saw leave. There was two over here and one here.
You've been in the industry for so long. Why do you think we're?
Dude, look at that car. That's a nice car. Look at that paint. That's custom paint.
1,000% increase in hospice care here inside of LA and in California.
I cannot answer that question because
It looks like they're all running out of here.
Yeah, look, they all leaving. That's a Lexus. That's a luxury car. That's a nice car. Tesla.
One's heading out.
No, the Tesla over there.
Questions, and why can't?
Who's running?
What is that car? What is that car? Oh my God, what is that car company?
Here, they're all here just a minute ago.
It's strange, you know. There's
Yeah, they getting paid, bro. They getting paid money. They getting paid damn good money.
80 people connected to one of these dormant motel rooms with no furniture, and they are, you know, getting $30,000 per person.
That's right, man. They all cured now. They don't need to be there anymore.
Knock on the door. It's an abandoned shell company.
That's a Prius. That's like a $60,000 car.
Say it's right, and I don't care about those people.
Could you just answer the question, what's the need for a 1,000% increase in hospice care here inside of LA, inside of California? You're in the industry, sir. You've known it.
Well, yeah, he's been around since the 90s, right? He should know. Clearly.
You know better than me.
You're asking me? No, I don't.
You've been in it since 1997, you said.
Yeah, but I don't.
So what's the need for an increase?
Maybe there is a lot of old people already. I don't know what to say.
Oh, it just so happened to start happening after there was a mass influx of illegals, huh? Damn. That's crazy.
A lot of old people are dying.
Because you realize the reason why they have to stay on welfare, these illegals, is because they would have ran out of money and ended up leaving way sooner. The government has to figure out a way to keep them here. Well, the government that's running the state has to figure out a way to keep them here. And how do you do that? Well, you let some stuff fall through the cracks. That's how. Or you send them welfare money. That's how. You allow them to make their house a damn daycare and collect fraud money. That's how.
Listen to Dr. Oz. Let me tell you like this.
He's a good doctor.
He's a fraud.
Why are we talking about Dr. Oz?
He sell a lot of medication online.
Oh, let me guess. You bought some of the weight loss pills and you didn't lose weight. Yeah.
It's me. I bought.
Well, his information comes straight from the federal government, so I trust his more than yours.
Let me finish it. I bought.
You know what really burns my ass? We got this old dude in our country taking fraud money like him. He probably got diabetes. He looked like he's older, right? Probably hasn't worked a damn single job in his life that was able to pay into the tax system because he's illegal. Most likely. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm gonna go based on if he is. And he's sitting there taking our welfare because he probably got diabetes. He's taking our welfare and he's taking money through fraud. Bro's living the good life while we got Americans that are dying homeless. We got veterans dying homeless. We got people that need serious medical care getting pushed out the back of hospitals and left on the side of the street because they're homeless. And this bro roll up in America and gets a brand new house, gets all this nice fraud money, gets all this nice welfare, and you got grandpa that had to work himself until all his fingers are fucking broken, can't even get goddamn health care. Don't you just love it?
I gain weight.
Well, you still look like you're pretty heavy, sir.
You look healthy to me.
Because of Dr. Oz.
Oh, you're fat because of Dr. Oz?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Sure.
Sir,
That mentality sounds familiar. Why are you getting deported? It has nothing to do with the fraud. So why are you getting deported? It has nothing to do with me being illegal. So why are you getting deported? Fascism. Huh? What? What? What you mean?
This guy doesn't think there's any fraud going on.
First of all, not this guy. You have to respect me.
What's your name?
Doesn't matter.
All right, well, this guy with no name. Well, you don't think there's any fraud?
My name. What's your name?
My name's Nick Shirley.
My name is John Boyagin.
Okay, great.
There is a lot of fraud going on, but it's not me. I don't give a who does what.
Yeah, we never said you were committing the fraud,
Well,
sir. We're
see,
doing.
I'm here. I'm
Yeah.
here, right?
So
I'm
thank you.
standing next to you.
Do you know where Guardian of Angels Hospice is? No idea. Oh, Angels of Peace. Cool. Hello. Well, could we just ask you guys some questions? We might be able to get you some business. Are you the head honcho here or what?
No, you're the head hunter. Get out of from here. Give me my
Wait,
phone.
I thought you don't know who these people were though.
Give me my phone.
Alrighty. Light Angel.
Don't run. Come here.
Oh, you. Oh, I'm running. Look at him. What?
Come here.
I'm right
Come
here. I'm right here, sir.
I'm here.
What's going on?
Call 911.
For what?
Call 911.
For what? Sir, we're just asking questions, and if you want to answer them, you can answer them.
Call 911.
We're just looking for Guardian of Angels Hospice.
Well,
We're trying to check
you're American citizens,
Look,
right?
we're looking for
trying to check
Guardian of
my
Angels.
grandma into hospice.
You're American citizens, right?
Of course, are
Do
you?
you see any Garden of Angels in here?
Not yet. We're
Then
looking.
get
for
out of
it.
here.
That's what we're looking for, sir.
I was hoping that I'd find a mug shot, but
Okay,
nothing
get
yet.
out of here then.
What's your problem with us asking people about simple questions about where our tax dollars are going?
I don't.
We're asking questions.
It's crazy because these people sell themselves out. Every time they do this, they sell themselves out. Instead of just answering the questions, then and instead of immediately trying to attack,
about where our
it's
taxes
just-
are going.
You're not asking, you're harassing people.
How are we
You
harassing people?
can't be two guys standing in here as a guardians and you're harassing people.
Yeah, because people want to kill me for exposing fraud here in the United States.
Why they want to kill you?
bro, you should have seen. We reacted to that video that Nick Shirley did after he exposed all the fraud in Minneapolis. Bro, they was like trying to hurt him. He had to have security down in Minneapolis. It's crazy. These communities are really tight.
Fraudsters don't like being exposed.
Huh?
Why are you raising your voice if you have nothing to hide?
It's crazy that they threatening to kick him out of like public property. It's a hospice. These are all supposed to be hospice businesses. Like if I was like a normal American, I looked up a hospice near me and it gave me this entire complex and all I did was walk around and knock on doors and nobody answered, I'd be like, what the fuck?
You think I'm hiding?
What are you so scared
You're
about me
accusing
coming
me?
around here for?
I'm not scared. I'm telling you, don't rush.
You're shaking.
people.
Why are you shaking?
Because I have a diabetes.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
But so,
I need your full names.
oh, you want my full name? It's on the internet.
No, I don't go to internet. I'm too old.
Oh, okay.
What's your
No,
full
obviously
name?
they're not. They're just scams.
Asking you questions about.
What's your full names?
Oh, we just want
They
hospice.
told you the Garden of Angels in this building.
Guardian
It's
to-
right here.
To check in my grandma.
Go look for it, bro. You see?
That's
any
what we're
Garden-
doing.
Damn, that's a Tesla. Look. Tesla. What else we got? Toyota. That's another Toyota. That's the Prius. So he was over here.
Angel.
That's what we're doing.
I'm
And you're
telling
getting mad
you.
at us.
No, you're
We
going
can't
to
find
hold
it.
the door.
We can't find it.
I can't find it.
So,
So are all
Where's
the
my grandma gonna go, man? They're taking
Dude, another Tesla.
millions of dollars. I can't find the place. You know?
well, what can I say? Adam? What can I
Okay,
do?
well, thank you, sir. Have a good day. So here in this parking lot, you do have some nice cars. You got a Tesla, a nice Mercedes.
Mercedes, that was the brand.
Yeah, another Tesla, a nice Lexus.
Lexus, that's
another
luxury.
Tesla, a really nice Mercedes right here as well. Another Tesla, Audi, really nice
Oh,
cars.
fuck, there's an Audi. Holy shit.
Fins, a lot of Teslas.
A lot of really nice cars for
Hospice.
hospice.
Usually,
Must be very lucrative because a lot of these businesses, these doors right here have nothing on them. All the blinds are churned out. In places like Miracle up there, they have received.
Bro, you just a normal American trying to find a place where your grandparents can die or your mom or like family member can die in peace. You roll up in here, you see all these nice fucking cars, and you get chased off the property. And here's the kicker. Remember, it was your hard-earned taxpayer money that funded this shit. Every single dime of it was your taxpayer money that was taken from you, sent to the government, sent back to the state to fund this.
$0.3 million, yet there's absolutely nothing inside. This is what you call welfare maxing. And right as you come out, you're welcomed by two nice BMWs, one right here, and inside of there, you have a whole plethora of Mercedes, Teslas, BMWs, you name it. But apparently, there's nothing fishy going on according to them.
We then headed to the next hospice compound in search of Hospice of Caring Hearts, which billed $2.5 million. However, when we arrived, it was nowhere to be found, but there was a bunch of new hospices that had popped up.
No shot. There's another center. There's another center.
So this is how crazy this hospice fraud is here inside of California. You have all these businesses, they literally open up a business, they just put HFS Hospice Care Inc. They don't have to do anything with the storefront. And then you have another one right here, Relief Home Healthcare. Absolutely empty inside.
What the fuck?
You have another one, SKH Home Healthcare. They're just popping up everywhere. So this isn't some random thing that's happening here inside of California and Los Angeles in this Van Nuys area. Quite literally, we've been to 2 locations so far, and they're just popping up these home health care, these hospice centers, and they're not even doing anything to try and hide what they're doing. It's 1 p.m. right now. No one's working the front desk.
That's crazy, bro. What the fuck?
You have absolutely nobody inside it. We're just wondering, we're coming through Van Nuys, how come there's so many of these home health care, these hospices that are popping up everywhere?
I have no idea. No.
What made you want to start yours?
This isn't mine, I just work this.
Okay, and how come you think there's such a sudden rise of all these hospices and home health cares?
I have no idea, honestly.
Pretty lucrative business, or?
I wouldn't say like that's that crazy.
Because there's a lot of them.
Yeah, I know.
The same building, but now on the backside you have Canestro Care Hospice Inc., Studio Care Hospice Inc., El Primero Home Health Care right there, and if you're looking for a massage.
What the fuck? Yo, hold on, wait a minute. What the fuck?
Break from the hospice and everything, you can come right up here and get some sort of massage.
And this building right here is a perfect example of a dilapidated building that is now being used for a hospice, home health care, and adult daycare.
And this is the crazy thing that appears to be happening here in California.
Hey, none of these damn businesses even open during their hours of operation.
Your own hospice. You have Advent Hospice right here. If you want to start your own home health care, you can just put up a white piece of paper and
what
just
the
put the logo onto it and say that's your home health care company. If you want to start an adult daycare, you can just get a building like this and receive money from the government. That's the crazy thing, is inside this one building, you have an adult.
Bro, think about how much money it costs to get those letters put up on a building. Probably costs like, what, a couple $100, maybe $1,000. Hell, we'll even go the mile. We'll go $3,000 to get that put up, right? They're able to collect millions of dollars just by having this building and owning it and collecting a paycheck. That's crazy, bro.
You have a hospice and then you have a home health care center operating all in one location. And why are tax dollars going towards all of these buildings? And they're quite literally everywhere. Everyone should be a bit suspicious about what's happening here. Inside of these parking lots too, you'll always find a super nice
BMW,
Mercedes, you name it, newest Audis. You always find the nicest cars outside of these healthcare and hospice centers.
We headed to the next suspicious hospice location, and what do we find?
A brand new Mercedes.
That's fucking
everywhere we go,
bro. What the fuck? What the fuck?
In this video, going around these hospice and home healthcare centers, there is a nice Mercedes or BMW. We have all-day hospice care, Health Elect Care, you have Edom Hospice, Lacar Home Health, and
bro, what the fuck? That is crazy!
And back here, this is just one floor inside this building. You have Santa Rita Hospice. I don't know what the need is for all these hospice centers, but for instance, all day hospice back there.
3.1 mil. Oh my God. Holy shit. 3.1 mil for a hotel room, bruh.
Billed $3.1 million. And per beneficiary, that was $6,000, 24 claims per patient with only 2 codes, which means 2 services and over 500 patients. And they started billing in April 2023 and accumulated $3.1 million in 19 months. So maybe if you want to get rich here inside the United States, come to LA, open up a hospice, because there's a 1,000% increase in hospices opening up
Dude,
here.
that's what I'm saying. We in the wrong goddamn field, bro. What the fuck?
Inside of California, and you can go ahead and become a millionaire. Could you just answer, for instance, we have some information right here that there is $6,000 per beneficiary and 24 claims per patient with only 2 codes. Can you give us any explanation? Okay, yeah, we just want to make sure, if you want anything to clarify, if you want to clarify anything. No. Okay. For this video, we really do want to give each and every single person the opportunity to answer just quite literally the facts. All this information is coming straight from the public databases. And if they refuse to answer simple questions about businesses they're operating, I think that says a lot about what's going on behind the scenes. Now we are here outside of Healthy Life Adult Daycare. This place, over the past few years, has billed $19.8 million alone. Now let's go see if I can...
crazy, bro. What the fuck? Yo, we about to get to a point in America where we're gonna have to start breaking down the healthcare structures like hospices and places that hold these people until they kick the bucket, and we're gonna have to start just straight up paying individuals based on who needs the hospice. Like, if you have like a dying grandparent or somebody, you just end up putting up room for them, and then the state just bills you direct, like, not bills you, but like sends you money directly. I mean, at the rate we're going, why do we have all these damn like facilities to do this when we can just do that shit in our own homes, you know? Like,
my grandma.
That's crazy, bro.
Because she needs some daycare. And this right
that's
here
crazy.
Is the entrance of a building that's received over $19 million. So this is the location that's received over $19 million.
Oh, this looks like a legit place.
Kind of crazy, right? They say that right here, right now we're here at 1:30. No adults are here. I wouldn't doubt that adults do come, but $19 million.
It's kind of like North Korea. It's like everything's set up, but there's no people. It's like for a show almost.
No, nobody's here already. You have to come back tomorrow.
And can we get
this looks like a legit place. This looks kind of legit.
Enroll our grandma into this location?
I don't have anything.
Can anyone give us a brochure?
Angela, does somebody has information about here?
Don't think it's enough to say it's fraudulent, because you do see
yeah, I see like books everywhere. I see like, yeah, no, I don't know about this place. I don't know if like, this is what I would expect to see at a hospice.
Operating, there were people working inside there, but the fact that there's just...
Yeah, I mean, it is interesting that they got all, though the facility inside does look very nice. It does.
Businesses like these popping around everywhere, and this is what they look like outside of a location that receives $19 million over the past few years. Yet the building looks completely almost dismantled out here. But look, all they have to say that they are an adult day healthcare is that sign that says ADHC. And there was some people working inside of it. We have the phone number right here. Darren's gonna go ahead and give them a phone call and see if somebody from inside answers. There are people inside right now. The phone's just ringing.
You can leave a message after the tone. This mailbox is full.
There you have it.
Wow. Man. Damn, it's a good thing that, you know, having a dying loved one isn't an emergency or anything.
You don't even have an inbox available to take.
No, I think if you're finding a hospice, it's not as, it's an emergency, but it's not like 911 style, you know?
And another thing to take note of is Gavin Newsom right now on Polymarket. He is the leading nominee for the Democrats.
And that's the scariest part about it, brother. This motherfucker trying to run for the president of the United, can't even run his one state. Bitch burns down every other year. You got rampant fraud like this up in your state. What the hell?
Come 2028. All this fraud's taking place, all this waste is taking place. Nobody really knows what's going on. I mean, look at this place. This adult daycare received $19 million, has billed the state of California over $19 million over the past few years. This is all taking place here. So that is something to think about come 2028.
That's crazy, bro. What the fuck?
The way these hospices are able to enroll these people and collect money from Medicare and Medi-Cal here inside of California is they collect the Medicare numbers from individuals and then sign them up for hospice without them even knowing. I actually went and spoke with a professional inside of the medical industry to get her opinion on how this all works.
We're seeing all of these hospices pop up here. Why is hospice and home health care such a booming business right now?
I think it's become a trend of fraud. honestly has. Like, I heard about this about 5 years ago during COVID, that people were building hospices and selling them. It was like a business these people made. So it's an easy way to build Medicare with their people's beneficiary numbers that people can easily steal. And even
so they're using like the beneficiary numbers, and then they're just billing the state the money, and then the state's coming from the federal government. So these people, they search around, they give their like healthcare numbers, and then what happens is they take that number and then they just bill the state anyway, even though they didn't offer any services. That's fucked.
They buy numbers from people and tell them, give me your Medicare beneficiary number, and then we'll give you something in return.
And what does that mean, give you my beneficiary number?
So there's an ID that you have. Medicare gives you, Medicare is for anybody 65 and over. So they'll give you a Medicare ID number, and that number is what's used to bill Medicare.
And so essentially, if they can get a number from somebody, it's almost like getting a credit card number, and then from there they can continue to bill.
It sounds like it's even worse than that, because they can just indefinitely bill this number, and they don't ever have to worry about it being shut off because it's tied to a social security number. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's tied to that person.
That Medicare money.
Exactly. It's actually more beneficial than finding a credit card these days. Anybody can get a hospice license, actually. You don't need to be a physician. You don't need to be a doctor. That's crazy. You can apply and get a hospice license in the state of California.
That's crazy.
They take the Medicare numbers, they bill Medicare, the Medicare sends them a check right away. It's an easy process.
So an old person might be a bit naive to giving somebody their Medicare
So these people running these shell companies, and that's why you probably see a lot of them just shut down, or like not shut down, but empty, is because they just doing that shit from home. They just taking these numbers and billing. That's crazy.
And without them even knowing, that's more valuable than giving them their credit card
That's
number.
fucking sad. Like, these numbers are tied to actual people that are still alive, that are probably dying. If you call a hospice and you give them your that number, and you never hear back from them, and they're still billing your loved one, that is so fucked. That is disgusting.
In fact, in LA, there's locations that will teach you how to open.
Well, it's like, it's no different than the daycare fraud. Like, the daycare, the funding from the government that goes into these daycares is supposed to be so that way the daycares can make it cheaper for you to enroll your child into the daycare. It's supposed to help out with it's supposed to help out with being able to afford childcare. And instead, it's going to fraud. It's literally being taken and sent overseas. That's the crazy part about it. You know what they say, the road to hell is paved on good intentions, right?
Hospice center. So I went there with a potential business partner to try and become a multi-millionaire.
They're consultants.
We know that hospice is a very lucrative business.
So it's a fraudulent style of business, trying to show you how to open up fraudulent businesses.
A business partner right here. His name's Darren, and we're here outside the Hospice Consultants.
It's fraudulentception, boys. We've hit it. We've hit peak.
Like to start our own hospice today. We're just two young men who want to become millionaires here inside the United States, and it seems like the only way to do it nowadays is by committing fraud. So we're gonna go in and see if we can start our own hospice. Are you guys the hospice consultants?
Yes.
Oh, can we talk to you guys?
About?
I want to open my hospice.
You want to open a hospice?
Yeah.
Okay, what was your name?
My name's Nick, but I want to open up a hospice.
I understand, but we don't take care of that.
Can I get some information?
But that's the name of the business.
Yeah.
Why are you there if you don't do that?
And this is the hospice consultant.
Yes.
Not only hospice, and home health.
All right, so they say they're open right now. They won't let us into the lobby. This is no way to conduct business. We are two entrepreneurs.
It's a big surprise that, like every other business they went to, they were only able to walk into 3 locations? One of them looked like a legit place. The other one looked like some weird shadow company with 2 people behind a desk. And then the other one was, what was it? It was another weird ass fucking quote unquote daycare place, right?
Trying to open up our own hospice.
So, like,
right now.
We were denied service by the potential fraudsters, and as we were leaving, one of the fraudsters started to leave from the back in a $200,000 Maybach.
Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Bruh. That's crazy. Bro, what the fuck? That is insanity. Keep in mind, while you working away and you trying to find a place for Granny to stay, you can be sure that somebody's making a lot of money off of your hard-earned labor, boys. Off of your hard-earned money. Somebody's getting rich, and it damn sure ain't yo bitch ass. Remember, boys, you're just supposed to take them back shots and get used to it.
And we have a Mercedes-Benz driving up. Where can we open a hospice at?
Holy shit, bro. Look at that car. That is not like a sport. That's a luxury vehicle. Dude, this guy's made millions. Holy fuck.
Get a Maybach just like you. So is this how I can get a Maybach by opening up my own hospice?
Now, after seeing all the wealth that is being created from these hospice centers, I headed back to the original location.
Oh damn, we at day one again.
Where we found over 15 hospices in one plaza. I wanted to make sure it wasn't a fluke that Armenian mafia members were running the show and that there weren't just randomly $100,000 cars the day I went by. And this time, it was even worse.
Sir, how are you? Good.
Damn, that's a Tesla truck, bruh.
So what do you think about all this hospice fraud? Sir,
nope.
You're in the Cybertruck, driving away, taking money from old people. Yet he's just driving away.
Yo, they're roaching out the minute he got there, too. They were like, nope, I'm out.
In his Cybertruck, won't even answer any questions. Let's see, we have another rich person as well.
Keep in mind, these people are able to get these cars because the taxpayer money they're able to do this with. They probably they buy these vehicles and then they register them as transportation. So they most likely have another business on top of this that allows them to collect more fraud money just by having a car. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind.
This guy's leaving as well. So the two people that walked out of Holy Angels, they're in a brand new Cybertruck and a new BMW.
That's
how lucrative
crazy.
a business is.
And that is not a standard paint color either. That's custom. That's a custom paint.
I'm seeing a Cybertruck here in a nice BMW. It's good. Yeah, because it looks like, for instance, Guardian of Angels, that used to be here, $4.8 million they built the state of California. And how many clients do you guys have?
Do you have a badge? Do I need to answer your question?
I'm just curious.
It's not mine. I just work.
Yeah. You must be getting paid pretty well, right?
Bro, this is my parents, bro. Come on.
Do your parents run the hospice?
They don't work.
Man, it sure is a lot of chirpers today. Man, trust me, you're not the only one. Oh, that's adorable. Huh? Man, you sure have been vocal. You don't care about the elderly. Oh, that's adorable. I don't really care about you. I don't even want to engage with the stupidity. Bye. Anybody else? You need to fix your internet. Your channel is the only one that lags bad. It's not my channel, bro. Maybe it's wherever you're from. Yeah, bro. My internet's fine. I have 0 drop frames. It's not me, bro.
No. Who's that guy in the Cybertruck? He's your uncle. So it's like a family business to own the hospices. But why was he walking out of the hospice then too?
Brother, can you leave me alone?
Like these hospices, there's nothing inside of them.
If it's not you guys, how come you're in the newest BMW and the newest Cybertruck?
Brother, because
I can only imagine what the guy who's in charge is
because of hospice. Brother, leave me alone.
Just all the other hospices? Do you like taking care of old people? Like, are you the one going out visiting the hospice patients, sir?
Bro, he kind of young to be working at a hospice. I mean, I don't know about you, but he looks like he's like in high school or something, right? I mean, maybe I shouldn't do that because I have this shit done to me all the time. Maybe I shouldn't do that.
Another point turn.
Yeah, you guys are in my foot.
But that is a nice car for somebody that, I don't know, bro.
Go that way. What's the key to opening?
I mean, I knew a lot of people that worked in healthcare didn't have no nice car like this.
If I wanted to open up one, because you're in the family business of hospices. If I want to open my own. What do you do for work here?
Huh?
What do you do for work here?
Why?
Oh, we're just looking around. We're seeing all these hospices, so we're just curious.
Well, I don't know, man.
Word got out that I was inside of the plaza and all the fraudsters started hopping in their cars.
Dude, they all running away now.
Leaving the scene.
Excuse me. Let's see if
Ooh, look at that car. That's the one from earlier.
Answer our questions really quick. Hello, can we ask you a quick question?
Ooh, look at that car, boy. Look at
Driving
that
out
taxpayer
in a
money
brand new
rolling
M8.
away. Look at
I
that.
can't get out that easy. How can I get an M8 as well? Should I open up a hospice? We're driving out in a brand new M8
BMW.
M8 competition. Listen,
Damn, bro.
This is the sound of hospice money.
I hear the taxpayer dollars just getting burned in the wind. Look at that. Look at that. Every time bro sets foot on the gas pedal, I can just see the money getting pissed in the wind. Isn't that a beautiful thing? Damn, boys, they come over here, they move to America, and they get to live the luxury while you work in squalor. Look at that. Man, don't that just make you feel real good whenever you go to work and you have to take time away from your family, 12 hours a day? You go and you literally break your back for a company that's going to fire you the minute they're able to? And these people roll up in our country, they get these brand new cars, all this taxpayer money, they get free food, they get these nice cars they can stroll around in this nice luxurious life. Don't that just make you proud to be an American? But the minute you say something, you get called a bigot, Nazi, and a fascist? I wonder how long they really thought that shit was gonna work. Like, genuinely.
And this is the guy who said he's fat because of Dr. Oz. His business is not open today. Seems like this.
I think you're banned. There we go. Yep, that's what they do. You're absolutely right. The closer you get to the truth, the more they silence you. That's exactly what they do.
This mafia right here is naming all of their companies.
All they got left is insults, because when you present somebody with facts, it's like a murderer. If you confront them and they immediately try to kill you, hello streamer. If you confront somebody with facts and they immediately start trying to attack you, okay, I was going somewhere. I read something off to the right that threw me off. So it's like a murderer. The minute you confront a murderer, they try to kill you. It's the same thing. No, it's not like, not as bad as murder, obviously, but it's the minute they get confronted, they immediately go schizo on you.
After the word angel.
Because they know they caught. That's why. They got caught. It's over.
Valley Hospice. We have.
Bro, I can't stop staring at that BMW behind. That BMW is nice. That is a nice vehicle.
Peace.
Oh, by the way, the reason why I talk about the custom paint jobs is because a custom paint job can run anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000, and that's on the cheap end. Especially with the colors that I've seen in this parking lot, it could probably be way higher than that.
Of angels, yet the BMWs, one right here, one right there, two brand new Mercedes.
That's custom. That's a custom paint.
Over there. It just is unbelievable the amount of money that these people are making, and they're not even trying to hide it. Buying these luxury cars, each and every single person's wearing some sort of designer clothing as well. And this building looks like it used to be some sort of old motel that has turned into some cash grab, money grab for hospices.
Exactly.
Would you like to give any last statement about what's going on here? Nothing? Because it seems like it was pretty good family business. Another guy just pulled out in the M8 competition.
Good for them, bro. Why are you guys pocket watching, bro? Leave the fucking people alone.
Because this is taxpayers' dollars that are paying for all this stuff.
Okay.
You know what draws Nick Shirley into them? It's because they immediately shut the door in his face and they don't answer the door. If these were legitimate businesses and you wanted the independent media to not bring the eye of Sauron upon you, maybe if you offered them cards, or you offered, what they should do if they want to put a family member in hospice, the least you could do is Google how to do that. Make it seem like a front. Like that's the whole reason why you guys are even supposed to be there, is to make it seem like it's actually a hospice. But y'all immediately shoo away anybody that comes up. Like, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to draw more attention.
What the fuck is he doing? That ass just working, bro.
With taxpayers' dollars, receiving money from Medicare, Medicaid, Medi-Cal, you name it. And it just seems like a lot of people are getting rich off of
I'm busy, bro. I have work.
the death of old people. What do you do for work here?
Bro. Right.
It's sad to think about it. Here in the United States, we're literally being defrauded by people who are taking advantage of old people, young people in daycares, disabled people with autism clinics, and no one's doing anything to stop it. So I think it's time we stand up to these fraudsters and tell them, let them know, you are stealing from everyday American citizens. People can't afford homes, rents are expensive, their insurance is expensive, everything's getting more and more expensive.
And then you just busting these motherfuckers in and giving them a luxurious lifestyle with all these nice cars and these nice houses. That is crazy. As an American that has struggled since I was fucking spawned into this shit world, let me tell you something. It is a massive slap in the face for any hardworking American that wants to live the American dream. What is the American dream? The American dream is being able to afford a house, being able to afford car, being able to afford a car, being able to afford the insurance for the car, being able to afford health bills, being able to have a family with kids, being able to have that white picket fence around your fucking house. And these people get bussed in and they get handed that without ever having to really work a damn day in their life. It is a slap in the face to every struggling American that has busted their ass to get where they're at just for somebody to get handed that shit. I love how these people, they also say, well, you know, it's equal, right? It's equal this and equal that. That's not equal. That's bullshit. That's dog shit. Why wasn't I handed that kind of stuff? I want to be handed that kind of stuff. Shit. Why wasn't I handed that? If I didn't get handed that, then why the fuck should they? It's equal, right? Well, it should be equal. You're right. That's crazy. And you know what's sad is, you know, that somebody higher up in these states told these people to do this. You know that they learned how to do this from somebody in some form of government, whether it be former or current. They learned how to do this some way, shape, or form. They did. Who taught them this?
Crack down on this fraud. National debt's going to continue going up. This is just one of the factors that affects the national debt.
National debt, bro. This ain't going towards the national debt. This is going to be our future of our kids right here. All this money they scamming out of the government, it's going to get welfare shut down. It's going to get Social Security shut down. It's going to get welfare shut down. I mean, not welfare, Medicaid, Medicare. It's going to get shut down. You know why? Because they taking all the money and they sending it overseas. That's why. If you're not putting back into the system with your taxpayer dollars and you just take it from it, and you have all these people getting imported in and taking from the system, you're not going to have that system for much longer. It's going to go away. It's going to run out of money. If all you do is bust in a bunch of people and keep taking from the pot and you don't put any money in, you're going to run out. The pot's going to run dry. It's going to be empty. You're going to get to the end of that rainbow and that bitch going to be empty.
We're going to lose the value of our own dollar. So people, if they want to really fight to keep America great, a great way to do it is by fighting fraud, because this is just unbelievable. You have people who drive around in BMWs, M8 competitions, Mercedes. Meanwhile, everyday American citizens are struggling to be able to afford their own bills.
Mm-hmm. And he's right. He's absolutely right. W. Nick Shirley. I would like to inform you that yesterday I wanted to react to this video, but for some odd reason, YouTube had taken it down, saying that it had violated a community guidelines. I hope Nick Shirley got his team of lawyers and marched it to YouTube's bullshit excuse system and said, you can either release the video or we gonna sue you. I love how they throw these community guideline strikes around like they're nothing. By the way, the video was renewed. This is the same link that was down in my comment and down in my description yesterday. They did bring the video back up. It's crazy because they did the same thing to one of my streams as well. They tried to suspend me and I fought that shit. They kept telling me they couldn't reverse it, and then they ended up reversing it.